Live from Cullman, Alabama, Premier Bank presents Wake Up Cullman.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Jacob Murphy.
I'm Natalie Bonner.
And again, welcome to another episode of Wake Up Cullman. So, I don't know if you can tell, but we've got some very interesting things going on behind us.
Yeah, they are pretty crazy, for sure.
I mean, that's cool. I can't help it. You can't, that's Yoda. He is standing there.
That is pretty crazy.
It's the strangest thing. It's not something you wake up and expect to come. You go to work and then there's Yoda just sitting there.
Well, there's a reason though.
Yes,
and we're going to get to that.
Yes. So stay tuned for that because it's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm going to talk about today?
What's that?
The Fest Hall.
Hey.
The Fest Hall is one of our most incredible things that we have in the Cullman area. They actually have a great farmers market. Have you ever been?
I have, but not anytime close to what's going on now.
Okay, well, their season actually opens in March, and then they stay open until October. And they sell all of the farmers that are local to the area, and maybe some that are even kind of just outside of Cullman will bring all of their fresh produce, fruits, vegetables, all of those things, and bring them to the farmers market. It's really incredible. Plus, you also have some vendors up there that will sell like homemade candles, cheeses, breads, all kinds of stuff like that. Plus, like some fun little festive things. For example, at Farm Y'all, I got some bread, and then I got these little stuffed pumpkins that are really cute that you can decorate with. So, you get a variety of different things, plus the fact that it's open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 8 a.m., or it might be 7 a.m., until 2 p.m. So you've got a nice long day where you can do that. Plus, they recently added Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights to have their vendors come out and set up and purchase, all of their things on those nights as well. So with, 6 days of where you can go out and be there, it's pretty awesome. Especially for people that have day jobs, they sometimes can't get out over there Tuesday,
There's people
Thursday,
that appreciate the fresh produce side that you can get, and again, they're trying to work with schedules that people have because they understand people have jobs, and a lot of jobs, they're 9 to 5, and between 9 to 5, even though you have an hour lunch, sometimes even that goes by very quickly. So this is an awesome opportunity for a lot of people to get out and kind of experience some things in Cullman that may not normally be accessible to them. Like again, fresh produce, great homemade baked goods, that kind of stuff. The farmers market is probably, as you stated, one of the coolest things that could possibly be in Cullman.
Another neat thing that they have, just kind of branching off into this, they have this person up there. I forget exactly what their business is called, but they actually make some incredible pottery, and like you can bake with it and use it to do anything with just about, and they're all reasonably priced. I mean, everything about it. But the Fest Hall is actually the largest timber structure in the state of Alabama.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's huge, and you guys might be familiar with the Fest Hall for when we have Farm Y'all. We always utilize that area over there, and it's just a great little place that we have. So we actually have a lot of stuff coming up that I think they utilize it for Oktoberfest, Christmas in Cullman. So it's just a great asset for the Cullman community.
It's an awesome venue for a lot of different performers, a lot of different events, seminars that they've held there in the past. I mean,
if you're not familiar with where it is, it's right next to Rumors Deli.
Absolutely, yeah. It's that wonderful pavilion-style covered area. It's a great location. Normally, they keep it very well maintained. I've only seen it not maintained once. It was because it was 5 minutes after they'd used it, so obviously that's forgiven.
Yeah, they do a great job over there. Ann's over it, and she's just a great person. It's coordinated kind of by Cullman City Parks and Rec, so if you want to find out more information, you can always give them a call, and they'll tell you about the hours and maybe how you could become a vendor if you're interested in doing that.
Absolutely. And again, both of us and the entire station encourage you multiple times over to go out there, and if you're interested in selling some of your local produce, this is an awesome opportunity and a great venue for you to go out and do that. So we can't encourage you enough to go and try it. And if you're not even interested in selling anything, take a look just to see what they have. You might find some awesome healthy alternatives to some of the things that you use every day anyway. And not only are you supporting local, but you are supporting a more naturalistic style of purchasing. So it's kind of benefiting everyone, honestly. It's
Yeah, definitely. If you're into the homemade candles and different things like that, they have jellies that they sell, just all kinds of different things. It's awesome.
You never realize how much you love a good jelly until you buy 8 of them, and then you eat them all at the same time.
You've eaten the eight jars. 8 jars.
Eight jars. Granted, they were very small jars, but they have some unique tastes out there. Blueberry, man. Blueberry is the best. I can't stress that. Blueberry, it's awesome. Yes, man. But yeah, we again encourage you guys to go out and check that out every day, or any day that you have possible. It's a great family locale that you can take people to. Think it'd be great. It's a good education program, or it's a good educational tool in that sense, because you can really show people and get to know a lot of the community members that might have a few things that they can point you at if you're interested in growing yourself.
Right.
So it's kind of it's more than just a place to get produce. It's a place to experience a lot of cool Cullman-esque things.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Well, every day I try to mention to you guys that we have some awesome sponsors, and these awesome sponsors are pretty gracious enough to give us these cool gifts that we can then turn around and give to you guys as prizes for keeping up with us on the show. So I would like to go over some of those prizes with you real quick, so let's take a look at those today. We have a day pass for 6 to the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center. 1 large pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. And a family 4-pack to Cluck and Brew, but we're going to get to that in just a second. So again, we've got some awesome prizes in that sense. All right, so every day I tell you, the only way you can win those prizes is by going online, getting on Facebook, looking at our page, and finding out who our sponsor of the day is. Look at that sponsor of the day, and then call us at 256-734-7399. That's 256-734-7399. You tell us who that sponsor of the day is that you got off Facebook. You give us a call. You will win those prizes. And not just one, and you don't have to pick. You get all of them. You get all of them at the same time. That's how that works. Now, again, I do mention it's 1 winner per household every 30 days, because we have had some great viewers call in every day. So we would like to make it fair to a large majority. Yeah, well, no. I mean, and if we could give them every day, we would. Yeah. But we do want to encourage multiple people to try, and it's discouraging when the same person wins every day. So again, we do try to limit it 1 per household every 30 days if we can help it. But again, we encourage you to try out for everything. So, never hurts to call. Now, in the off chance that you can't catch Facebook, there will be a time in the moment a little later in the show that we will give you a hint, kind of push you in the right direction, but we'll get more on that later. So definitely stay tuned and give us a call to win those prizes. Alrighty, so we've got some interesting things going on, but as I mentioned, Cluck and Brew is a big deal.
Cluck and Brew is a big deal, definitely. Now that is happening this Saturday from 3 to 10 at Depot Park. And if you're unfamiliar with Cluck and Brew, it's a great little kind of mini festival that we have going on. It's kind of a celebration of our poultry in the area. Mm-hmm. So if you have not been, it's wonderful. They actually have a Cluck and Brew chicken wing cook-off contest, a huge kid zone with inflatables, rock climbing wall, and game truck contest and giveaways, food and beverages, and more. The festival, like I said, will be held from 3 to 10 on this Saturday in Depot Park. Admission is $5 and tickets can be purchased to buy wings and beverages. The event will also feature a game day, tent playing college football games throughout the event, including the Alabama and Auburn games. So activities and contests will also be held throughout the day, and all proceeds will benefit the Cullman City Parks and Rec Community Playground Project.
Now, we state here that, again, the cost of this is $5, and that's $5 at the gate, but we have something that might tempt you to go a little bit more than that. See, normally in our prize cycle, we like to give away things that sponsors have given us, and in this particular case, Cullman Parks and Rec was nice enough to give us a few free tickets to Cluck and Brew.
What?
Now, we have a family 4-pack for Cluck and Brew.
Okay.
And if you call in on our normal cycle and tell us who that Facebook sponsor of the day is, you have a chance to win those as well. And that's like a $20 value worth of tickets. You should definitely call us at 256-734-7399, 256-734-7399. I'm telling you guys, you got to call in to win those prizes because you don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
Cluck and Brew is going to be great. I'm excited. I'm finally old enough to actually enjoy the festival instead of just watching people.
Yeah. Are you going to participate in the wing
contest?
Yeah.
I eat wings so slow. I'm like a 90-year-old man.
Well, you don't have to eat them. You can just cook them.
No, no, that's even worse. I can't cook. I would kill the 90-year-old man if he ate it. That's worse. No, I'd rather just look bad eating it. But yeah, so that's definitely want to check that out. Collectables is gonna be great. I'm gonna definitely be there. I think Natalie's definitely gonna be there. So if anything, if you want to come out and see us, we'll be there. We'll be out mingling, shaking hands, talking to people. I wouldn't go as far as saying like we'll be, like the celebrity guest or anything, because that's pushing it. But we are going to be the community guests that will come out and see you and shake your hand and smile.
We're definitely not celebrities.
And be glad to see you. So definitely come check us out. If anything, just to come hang out with us for a while, we'll be glad to see you.
Yes, and if you'll stay tuned, we'll figure out why we have all of these very interesting things around us today.
Absolutely. So stay tuned.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat. With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
All right, guys, and we are back. We have Ben Bernard with us. He's with Cutting Edge Collectables. In case you have not been by there, we are about to really get into that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. If you can see some of the stuff behind us, for example, this knight in shining armor. See, and you thought you were one of those.
See, and he's taller than I am, and that's sad. I would never fit in that.
Yeah, and then this Goodyear sign. We've got some really awesome stuff, and we've got the collector here himself. So thank you for joining us today. It's been awesome to check out everything. You can't even see, but this is a tire table. It's really cool.
I mean, it's seriously a tire, and that is the coolest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's Yoda. I mean, I'm sitting next to Yoda. I can't.
You should just pull him in.
No, I'm not going to mess with Yoda. He's a large old sage.
Just kind of tug on his arm there a little bit. He's all right.
Well, Ben, can you tell us how you got started with Cutting Edge Collectables?
Well, it started 11 years ago. I lost my job, and I had to find a way to make money. So I went, first of all, my friend asked me if I wanted to go to a flea market and sell, and I said that I was not going to a flea market and selling. I didn't really think that I would make it there. But in general, one week I loaded up some things, some old pocket knives and stuff, and I took them up there, and I didn't do worth a crap. But I did. I came home, and at that time my stepdad asked me, he said, did you make enough to pay rent there? And I was like, oh yeah, I made a little bit. And I was like, well, did you make enough to get home on? And I was like, yeah, I got gas in the truck. I was like, he said, well, what are you complaining about? And I was like, I got you. So I continued to go back to the flea market each week, and as time had progressed, I started getting more people coming in. Later on down the road, some people gave me some kind of hookups to get more stuff, and then eventually I got my business license, and that opened up a whole, more doors. And then as time had progressed there, I got more booths, and then eventually at the flea market I got a building, and then it just continued on, and so I was there for 8 years, and then I wanted to venture out because I wanted to secure my future in the business. Apparently I was, doing better and actually paying the rent and paying for everything else.
So you were at the flea market for about 8 years, selling a variety of things, and then on October 13th, 2012 is when you actually opened Cutting Edge Collectables?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when I had done that, and when I had decided to get a store, I actually kind of wanted the store as time progressed when I was at the flea market. But I didn't know, I wanted the store, but I didn't know like if it was the right time or not. So in general, I wanted things to line up, so I was praying to God, and I had these, fluorescent lights over me, and I said, I know things are kind of lining up, but I was praying over this light bulb, and I said, I need a supernatural sign, so when this light bulb goes out, it's time for me to go. Well, that light bulb went out that day. And so I ended up leaving, kind of not really planned, but I left that weekend after 8 years unplanned and just left. And I already had a store somewhat lined up, so I kind of wanted, to know for sure. And I left and went to the store. So I left. Took me 3 days to move out a 200-foot long building, and 3 days to set up the store, and I was open in 6 days total.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, if you guys have not been out there, there's just a ton of different things that you have out there. I mean, from eclectic furniture to really interesting, nostalgic themed projects, movie props, just awesome stuff. So
yeah, the list goes on because literally the store changes every day. I actually had a 64 Mustang inside the store when I first opened.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a 18-foot long semi-truck lined up to bring in there. It's a guy has actually made the truck look like Mac from Cars.
Nice.
And he's bringing that in pretty soon. Hopefully we can get it in before the fair or right around the fair. And that'll actually be for sale. You can actually drive it. It's a go-kart is what it is.
That's neat. That's really neat. Now, I understand you take consignment pieces. Can you tell us how that kind of works in case you have some viewers out there that are looking around at this stuff and think, hey, I've got stuff like that, or I could do that?
Yeah, the consignment is the easiest thing because I don't do a certain percentage. We work with the customer. We literally, when somebody brings something in, we figure out what he has to have for the consignment item. We figure out what it's actually worth, and then we figure out what can be made in the middle. Now, in general, if he has to have $100 for the item, and the item is worth $50, we can't do business. Right. In general.
Yeah, it has to be reasonable.
Yeah. So in general, we just come to a fair agreement, and as long as, the consignment person happy, I'm happy because I got to pay rent, and then the customer that actually buys it is happy, then, everything's good.
And the interesting thing is that you could take some type of consignment item and turn around to some of your people that you outsource with and have them do something neat with it and then resell it?
Well, I can do that, but in general what usually happens is I have a prop guy that builds things for me. Okay. So like he built me a bazooka that I brought into the store. He's customized like really cool like Star Wars guns. He made a Jango Fett gun with a real laser in it, so when you actually pulled the trigger, the laser actually would shoot out. Not that it hurt anybody, it was a low powered laser, but you actually could see the laser shoot out. And he does sound effects and stuff on his items. He does custom paint jobs for me. I have another artist that is phenomenal. She can paint to where like she showed me this picture, and it was of a lady that she had drawn, and I thought it was the actual photo. I literally promise you, it was so real. So what I got her to do is I got her here recently to draw me a picture of Princess Leia, in a pose, and it's just like the photo. I mean, it is
Wow,
awesome.
that's
It's
crazy.
spot on. But I just through the store, there's so many people that has come through, you know, that has traveled or whatever, and so it opens up a lot of doors. So I never know who's coming in. I never know what's going out. I never know what's going to be sold that day, and I never know who I'm going to meet. So in general, and then word of mouth, you know, spreads. So I could find somebody that comes in and builds a spaceship for me. I don't really know. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
just never know.
That's pretty neat. So, I mean, I know this is a standard question, but what's your favorite thing that you've seen or acquired over the years?
Well, I've been in business for 11 years, and so that's really hard to say. I have a spot in the store that's sectioned off just for Star Wars stuff, and we got the new movie coming out, you know, December the 18th. So that's kind of a big hit. So some of the things that has came in is, of course, you know, I had the life-size Yoda. I don't know if we can actually get it or not, but in general, we have a life-size Yoda. We've had a life-size Boba Fett. For anybody that doesn't know, that's just a bounty hunter that has played in the movie of Star Wars, Stormtroopers. I had a coffin in the store one time. That was kind of a mistake, getting the coffin in. It took me like a year and a half to sell that thing. It just did not happen. It was not. We'll probably not get that again. Probably never. We'll turn the coffin
How
down.
did you even acquire that?
What had happened there was there was a consignment guy that came in. He was bringing me some cool stuff. He brought me a shield, you know, from medieval times. He brought me, you know, swords and stuff like that. He brought me some chainmail, and he said, "Oh, and I got a coffin." I was like, "Do not bring that in my store. I can't sell it. It's not going to happen. You know, I don't want people thinking I'm weird." Well, in general, the next day, I was telling somebody about my consignment guy and telling what he was bringing in, and also he said he had a coffin, and the guy freaked out and said, "Oh, I'm building a rat rod." And for anybody that doesn't know what a rat rod is, it's an old vehicle made to look rustic or whatever, and like old trucks or old cars with the motors showing and stuff like that. And he wanted to customize the coffin into the truck. Well, in general, what happened there was I got the coffin in, thought I was going to sell it to the person. That fell through. I was stuck with a coffin for a year and a half, and finally I traded it for a mannequin. So now Deadpool, which Deadpool is the character that I have in the store now, and that's a new movie that's coming up February the 12th.
Yep, Ryan Reynolds.
Yep, Ryan Reynolds. And so he'll be playing that. And then so I've got that in the window, and so the coffin helped me get the mannequin, which helped me get Deadpool to put the suit on that. So that's
Very
how
neat. So obviously all of this stuff to me, it kind of reminds me of Pawn Stars, if you've never seen that show. It's just like a collection of different things that you bring in, and
Deep sigh.
Yeah. Well, to add on that, to kind of give you an idea of how the store is, it's not just the crazy stuff, because the store, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, is for all ages. You know, young kids can come in there with their dad or their mom or whatever. I have, you know, toys. I have nostalgic, you know, movie props, antiques, furniture.
now, like, who do you have an antique professional who?
There is. I do
recognizes-
have somebody that comes in and praises some of my stuff or whatever. Like I got some furniture in, supposedly from the 1800s, but we had a guy coming in, and it's probably going to really be from the early 1900s. The way the carvings are and everything, it looks more somewhat machined, and it doesn't look like it's really sitting there, you know, carving.
Hand etched kind of thing.
Yeah. But what I was going to say on the whole Pawn Stars thing, the store is a mix of Pawn Stars, it's American Pickers, and Toy Hunter. So you mix those together, and that's kind of what you would see, you know, in the store. Because really, you don't know what you're going to see, but I have everything sectioned off. So when you go in, everything's kind of categorized and blah, blah, blah.
Well, right then. Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff cycle out front for you guys for a long time. I've seen the different mannequins that you've had out there. I actually saw the Boba Fett thing once.
Yeah, that was when I first opened. Yeah.
We've had a lot of interesting things. I've had a lot of friends who used to live nearby that used to go out there and check stuff out. You used to sell, or still continue to sell, comic books, and that was a big
Yeah, I
push
have
for
a
you.
whole entire comic room, hundreds of thousands. I've literally counted the boxes and what would be in the box. So literally, there's probably over 100,000 comics that I have. I do anime stuff. I have a costume company that I deal with, so Halloween or plays, or I do makeup, prosthetics. I just do pretty much anything. Literally, the question that, not even the question, it's easier to ask me what I can get you instead of me telling you what I can, because it literally could be here all day long. I mean, this is probably not a 20-hour show. So.
Well, can you give us some contact information about how people can find you, reach you? Are you on Facebook? Where are you located?
Yes, I have a Facebook page for the store. It's Cutting Edge Collectibles, but it's with a K, so Cutting with a K, Collectables with a K. The phone number is 256-338-6117. And it's located right by Sportsman's Lake Road, right across from Car Mart. So,
what are your hours of operation?
Okay, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, no Sundays.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Alrighty. Well, we are really happy you came on the show today. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing all these awesome items again.
And I wanted to show you one other thing with me
This
doing the costumes and everything.
Yeah.
I don't literally want to take this mask off because if anybody has watched this movie,
It's terrifying.
Predator, yeah, they know what it looks like under this mask, and it is very detailed. So, but it's kind of the
Nobody wants to
quality.
see the
Yeah, it's kind of the quality of the the stuff that I actually carry with the costumes and everything. It's pretty elaborate. So.
Very nice. Very nice.
So if
Awesome.
you haven't been to Custom Collectibles, you definitely want to go. Cutting Edge Collectibles has some of the coolest stuff that I know you can get in Coleman in
Yeah,
terms of
plus
stuff
with
like
Halloween right around the corner, you might could find your costume there.
that. Absolutely. So definitely check that out. Again, thank you, sir, for coming on the show today. We're always excited. And thank you for bringing some of the stuff on. Again, we have Yoda, we have the suit of armor, this awesome bench that you can't really see that he's on.
Yeah, it's
made
got
out of the bed of
tail
the
lights
truck.
on it. It's got a bumper down here. I mean the truck symbol
Got the Chevy emblem
which you
on
can't actually see, but
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really neat. Definitely.
Gotta love those the homemade furnitures. Well, again, if you'll join us again in just a moment, we'll definitely be right back. So don't go away.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycolemantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Coleman Television. Let's discover Coleman together.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
So, you know, we just touched with Cutting Edge Collectibles, and that was cool. I enjoy
awesome,
I enjoy this stuff. Don't know if you could tell, but I'm a bit of a guy who fanboys over that kind of stuff. So I just hung out with Yoda. He didn't say anything, but he could have.
Are you going to
and
go
in the
take
off
a
chance,
photo with Yoda?
Probably. It's
I
Yoda.
would
It's Yoda.
probably.
Come on, you know.
I haven't seen Star Wars, so I don't know. if
Well,
I would
then
like
you
it.
are shunned. You can get out. You can just go. No, but we do enjoy that. And again, it's a store that I should probably frequent more. There's actually a few stores in town that I've started trying to get to a little more recently, with that being on the list. So I'm excited to kind of figure out what I haven't seen in Cullman yet.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, so you know, we were talking earlier, and we were talking about some of the awesome prizes you can get, including the Click and Brew tickets. Dun, dun, dun. But you have not called in and gotten them yet, so there's still an opportunity for you to grab those. Now, as I stated earlier, we understand if you can't get it on Facebook. Okay, you might be at work, you might have the TV going on at work, you might not have access to the internet at the moment. So we're going to try to help you as best that we can. We're going to give you a small hint that will probably help you considerably in the sense of pushing you in the right direction of finding out who that sponsor is for today, and then you will know, so you can give us a call and win those awesome prizes. So your hint for today is which one of our sponsors offers the Bowberry Biscuit. Now again, that is which one of our sponsors offers the Bowberry Biscuit. So call us at 256-734-7399. Call in, let us know who that sponsor of the day is, and win those awesome prizes. Definitely do that.
And
right.
now it's time for our Facebook friend of the day, who is Sarah Linkus. She likes Tim Tebow and Garth Brooks, and we would like to give Sarah a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's for being our friend on Facebook.
Now, we've been starting this whole, since football season has been up, doing a little bit of a highlight. So I'm going to run through the football schedule with you today and give you some interesting information here. The football schedule for this week, week 5, is Hansville at Addison, Cold Springs at Falkford, there you go, Nellie, Fairview at Etowah, West Point at St. John Paul. We got Holly Pond at Susan Moore, Winfield at Vinemont, and Good Hope at J.B. Pennington over there in Bluntsville for those guys. Now, we have Austin and Coleman, and Austin and Coleman's the one I'm going to talk about a little bit more today. Coleman won their first 2 games by more than 20 points. Now, that's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal.
But were defeated at Florence last Friday. But tomorrow they face Austin High School, who are coming off of a loss. Coleman is 2-0 at home, so I don't think that they'll have much of an issue taking care of these guys, but you never know. Again, Coleman is 2-1 in total, and then Austin is 2-2 for the season so far. So it's going to be an interesting game. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. Coleman's always been one of those comeback teams to me. I always enjoy watching them and seeing how that goes and hearing about the game. Now, for you, Cold Springs, I got no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
Other than you being alumni, you're just going to cross your fingers and hope statistics are in your favor.
Yeah, definitely. I hope the best for all of them. It's just, football is very important to people around here.
Absolutely.
And whether it's high school, college, or either. So
the biggest ones I'm watching right now are the Holly Pond game, the Fairview game, and the Pennington game. I kind of hope J.B. Pennington beats Good Hope just because my father and my uncle are alumni to J.B. Pennington. So,
well, my brother-in-law is from Good Hope, and my nephew goes there. So
well,
I'm
they're
pulling
going
for
to lose.
Good
So
Hope.
there you go. They're going to lose. No, I'm just kidding. I can't take sides. Notice my face. I can't take sides, but I am telling you who I think should win. Okay. But but we encourage every one of those team players. We hope everybody has a great game. We hope the weather stays clear. And speaking of weather, we're going to talk about that now, so we can give you a little quick forecast of what's going on with that. Again, this is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet, so definitely make the switch to Mitch. All right, looks like the average high today is going to be at 85, with the average low at 62. The record high was set in 1927 at 103. And the record low was set in 2000 at 47 degrees. Sunset tonight is at 6:49 p.m. with sunrise tomorrow at 6:31 a.m. Now, as you can tell, that last the southeastern tip of Georgia there was getting destroyed, but we seem to be okay today. We've got a 0% chance of rain with a high of 83, and again tonight still a 0% chance of rain with a low of 60. We're looking at a 20% chance of rain tomorrow with a high of 86, and again, as I stated yesterday, we're looking towards the end of the week and the beginning of next week having a little more rain chance than this week. We've got a 50 or 40% chance now on Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday, 50% chance. So we're looking at, rainier weather. We've got highs of 87 all the way down to 77 throughout the week, but lows staying between upper 50s and lower 60s. So I think we're going to be okay in terms of that. Again, stay dry, keep bundled, make sure that you have plenty of supplies, and if anything, do what I do and keep a blanket in your car in the off chance. I mean, because I do, because in times of
smart. I'm just surprised you would do something so smart.
Yeah, I got caught in the weather once a long time ago when I lived out towards Jasper and had to sit in my car for 6 hours, and that got boring, so I took a nap. And ever since then, I've carried a blanket because honestly though, a good safety tip is if you ever are in a situation where you feel drowsy or it is raining to the point where you can no longer see, we do not encourage anyone to continue driving. That whole muscling through it thing is very dangerous, not only to you, but to the drivers around you. And remember, driving is not a right, it is a privilege that can be taken away from you. So we encourage safety at all times. And again, being drowsy or unable to perform under, high amounts of weather, pull off on the road. If you have a blanket, you just take a nap. Take a 30-minute nap, wake up, see how it is, and go on.
Oh, definitely.
Alrighty. Well, we will be definitely back in just a minute. We're going to wrap up some things here, but don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
And we are back with our community billboard sponsored by Pepsi. Spin South's one-liner diner on the Southern Humor Highway. Don't miss out on these free belly laughs and food for thought happening Saturdays at 10 a.m. And that's going to be held at the Red Door Cafe. Call 256-734-0599 for more information.
And St. Paul's Lutheran School Oktoberfest meal. That's Saturday, October 10th of this year. It's between 4 and 7 o'clock, and the cost is $10 for adults. And $5 for children. They do have a children's menu, which has a hot dog meal. This is going to be awesome. They have different sets of entertainment, so definitely check that out.
And the Quick and Brew Festival is happening this Saturday. It's going to be at Depot Park from 3 to 10, and the cost is going to be $5 at the gate.
And the Candlelight Walking Tours are October 5th and October 6th. These are guided tours through downtown Cullman. They begin at the Cullman County Museum and Fest Hall Market Plots. For more information, visit CullmanOktoberfest.com.
And the 32nd Annual Cullman County Marching Band Exhibition will be Saturday, September 19th, so that's going to be this Saturday as well, and that's happening at the Oliver Woodard Stadium at Cullman High School. Adults will be $5, and K through 12 will be $2, and that starts at 5 p.m.
And the Evelyn Borough Legacy presents Horsing Around for Hope. Again, this is Saturday, October 10th. The trail ride is $20 through $20, and this is at 9 a.m. There's live music, a mechanical bull, petting zoo, games, food, live auction, and bounce houses. Now, this is a free event, but they do ask that you make donations. So definitely go check that out, guys. You will not want to miss it.
And Catherine Morden, she has discounts up to 40%. She is with State Farm. Make sure you give her a call at 256-734-4640 to find out exactly how much you can be saving.
And if you have a community billboard or would just like to reach us, you can contact us at our webpage, mycolemantv.com, email us at mycolemantv@gmail.com, or phone us at 256-734-7399. And again, like us on Facebook at My Coleman Television.
And again, we are sponsored by Pepsi. And don't forget to get online and send us your birthdays. Our weekly winner will receive an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen, and that drawing will happen on Friday, as well as our anniversary drawing, where they will receive a $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden. So please, if you guys have not done so already, get online or give us a call and let us know about your birthdays and your anniversaries.
Yep, you only have one more day this week.
You do.
And if you did not already know, our sponsor of the day today was indeed Bojangles. Now, they have breakfast all day, so I completely tell you to go out there and try that. If you haven't had Bojangles breakfast yet, it is fantastic. And again, like us on Facebook. I tell you this every day. I'm going to back off of you today because I know you're getting annoyed with it. But we do encourage you to check our Facebook page to find out updates on community events, people we are sponsored with, and the great deals that they offer. And, you know, just to talk. We just love to talk to you guys. We cannot... I just want to sit down and have a conversation. You know, how are you supposed to know I'm supposed to be at Collect and Brew? How am I supposed to know that you're supposed to be at Collect and Brew? We're going to talk, and Facebook is the best way to do it.
Definitely, I agree. Well, you know, we've had a really great week. We've had, you know, a ventriloquist, an antique collector, basically.
We have an author yesterday.
We have an author, and tomorrow we have one of my favorite people.
Really?
Yes. His name is Ben South. If you guys are not familiar with Ben South, I don't think you've been around Cullman enough.
The Southern Humor Highway is actually brought to you by him and the Red Door Cafe. So
Yes.
if you've never been, Mr. Ben South is one of the coolest people that you can meet in Cullman. He's a character that looks like he has jumped directly out of your TV set onto a real life. I don't know. It's hard to. He's a character that you have to see to believe.
He's incredible, and we are so excited to have him on the show. So definitely watch us tomorrow so that you can hear all about Mr. South.
Absolutely. You don't want to miss that. Trust us. Well, as you can tell, you know, we have Yoda and our suit of armor here.
Yeah, we're going to hang out with these guys for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You've never partied until you've partied with Yoda. So,
or Knight in Shining Armor.
Yeah, he'll protect you. I'll deal with that guy.
Cool.
All righty. Well, again, I'm Jacob Burfrey.
I'm Natalie Bonner.
Again, everyone here at My Coleman Television hopes you have a wonderful Thursday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.